अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज का हमारा टॉपिक लेसन नंबर 13 द मार्केटिंग रिसर्च प्रोसेस। इसमें है कंज्यूमर मार्केट। कॉन्टैक्ट मेथड आर यूज टू ऑब्टेन द इंफॉर्मेशन। कॉन्टैक्ट मेथड कैन बी लिस्टेड हैज। नंबर 1 पे है मेल क्वेश्चनेयर यूज टू कलेक्ट लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एट आर लो कॉस्ट। नंबर 2 है टेलीफोन इंटरव्यूइंग गुड मेथड ऑफ कलेक्टिंग इंफॉर्मेशन क्विकली। नंबर 3 है पर्सनल इंटरव्यूइंग इज फोकस ग्रुप इंटरव्यूइंग। नंबर 4 है फोकस ग्रुप इंटरव्यूइंग कंसिस्ट ऑफ inviting 6 to 10 people to gather of a few hours but a trained interview to talk about a product, service or organization. इसके आगे है कंप्यूटर इंटरव्यूइंग is a new method began used to technology each consumer read question from a computer screen and respond. Number 1 है sample is a segment of the population selected for the marketing searches of represent the population as a whole. Marketing researches usually draw conclusions about large group of consumer by studying a small sample of the total consumer population. इसके आगे है काइंड्स ऑफ सैंपल इंक्लूड। ए है प्रोबेबिलिटी सैंपल। ईच पोल्यूशन मेंबर हैज़ अ नो चेंज फॉर बिगेन इंक्लूड इन द सैंपल एंड रिसर्च कैन कैलकुलेट condense limits for sampling error. Number B है no probability sample sampling error cannot be measured. इसके बाद रिसर्च instrument in collecting primary data. Marketing researches have a choice of two main research instruments, the questionnaire and mechanical device. The questionnaire is by far the most common instrument, whether administered in person by phone or online. Questionnaire are very administered flexible. There are many ways to ask question. Number B है 2 point preparing a questionnaire. The making research must first decided what questionnaire to ask. Questionnaires frequently leave out questions that should be answered, include question that cannot be answered, will not be answered or need not be answered. इसके बाद step 3 implementing of research plan. The sensitiveness sets the promoting research strategies in motion. This includes gathering, handling and investing the data. Information most can be done by the organization, advertising, research staff or by outside firms. The organization keeps more compact overall the smart interaction and information quality of utilizing its own staff. In any case, outside firms that spend significant time in information. इसके बाद ना step 4 interpreting and reporting the finding. The final step in the marketing research, the process independent and reporting the finding. The research should keep from outlying managers with number and fancy statistical techniques. Research should present important finding that are useful in the major design phase. The management independent should not be left only. Research marketing management will also have important insight into problems. इसके बाद द हैंड डेफिनेशन कंज्यूमर मार्केट। कंज्यूमर मार्केट की डेफिनेशन बताई गई है कि कंज्यूमर मार्केट क्या है। कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर इन्फ्लुएंस बाय द बायर्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एंड the buyer decision process. Buyer characteristics include four major factors: culture, social, personal and psychological. कंज्यूमर मार्केट क्या है। कंज्यूमर बाइंग बिहेवियर रिफर्स द बाइंग बिहेवियर ऑफ अ फाइनल कंज्यूमर इंडिविजुअल द हाउसहोल्ड who buy goods and services for personal consumption. The world consumer market consists of more than 6 billion people at a percentage growth rates. The world population will reach almost 8 billion people by 2025. Consumer around the world vary tremendous housing, age, income, education level and taste. इसके बाद है why to study consumer behavior. Study consumer behavior क्यों है। Basic object of the studying consumer behavior is the firm needs to know buy product. Number 2 है how where and when consumer make purchase decision. Consider when close in decision what is consumer behavior components so that they can design the implementary marketing strategy, certify the consumers determine the sales or profits of item by their purchase decision, thus economic viability of the firm. इसके बाद है कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर क्या है? कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर इज द प्रोसेस थ्रू विच द लिमिटेड buyer making purchase decision. This can be defined as the process involve when individual or group selected purchase, use or deposit the product, service, ideas or experience to satisfy needs and decision, and those actions directly involve in obtaining, consuming, the disappointing of product and services, including the decision process, the precede and follow those actions. इसके बाद है मार्केटिंग एप्लीकेशन क्या है? कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर्स प्ले इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल टाइप ऑफ डिसीजन टू बी made in marketing, for the reason being that all function performed in marketing revolve around the customer and consumer. इसके बाद है पोजीशन arranging for a product, occupy a clear, distinct and describe place relative to competing products in the minds of target consumers, so firms find it easy to choose the position strategy. For example, a firm well know the quality in certain segment will go this position in a new segment if they are ignores by seeking quality. इसके बाद है segmentation, dividing a market into distant groups of buyers, the basic of need, characteristics or behavior who might require separate product or marketing message. Marketing segmentation involves the firm market segment opportunities. The firm now has a evaluate various segment of decided how many and which ones to the target. इसके बाद फॉर एग्जाम्पल है सेगमेंट लेसन एक्टिविटी इफ द ऑलरेडी कंटेन्स मैनी स्टोर एंड कंपेस्ट द स्टेंस of many actual or potential substitute products may limit price and profits. Can that be under is a segment the relative power of buyer also affected segment activity buyer with strong buying power relative to seller with try force price then demand more services and set competitors against one another all the expense of seller profitability. इसके बाद है प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट अ स्ट्रेटजी फॉर ए कंपनी ग्रोथ द ऑफरिंग मॉडिफाइड और न्यू प्रोडक्ट टू करंट मार्केट सेगमेंट डेवलपमेंट द प्रोडक्ट concept into physically product in order ensure that the product idea can be turned into a workable product. Product development नंबर 1 है opening modify और new product to current market. दूसरा है market development a strategy for company growth by identify and developing new market segments for current company products international market. ये था आज का हमारा लेक्चर। अब मिलते हैं अगले लेक्चर में।